Live, local, this is the award-winning News Watch.
A congressman makes a stop at Eastern Illinois University's campus today to get schooled on going green. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Maggie Hockenberry.
And I'm Jaleesa Paramore.
For the past 3 years, the campus of Eastern Illinois University has been reducing its footprints, carbon footprint that is, home to one of the largest biomass renewable energy projects in the country. The Renewable Energy Center in Charleston got a special visit from a member of Congress.
That's right, Congressman John Shimkus visited the Energy Center today. I got a chance to speak with him about it and why he thinks this facility is so special.
Thanks, Jessica. Cold and wet weather has kept many farmers out of their fields this spring. The state agriculture department says only 1% of the state's corn has been planted. They say typically around 10% of corn crops are planted by mid-April. This year's late start is partially due to heavy rainfall that affected much of the state last week. State agriculture officials say only 1% of the state's corn was planted this time last year. Weather is also causing problems for a major water project in Decatur. The wet conditions are delaying the first stages of a dredging project set to restore 30% of Lake Decatur's capacity. Decatur City Council hired Great Lakes Dredge and Dock Company in February with plans to hire 25 to 30 people for the early stages of the project. Vice President of the company's Rivers and Lakes Division, John Neiman, says it's been really wet and work is just beginning. And speaking of spending, weekly grocery bills are going up. Beef prices are at its highest in 2 decades. Economists say the price of beef is $3.55 a pound. The average steak is up $5, and the cost of other items such as milk, butter, eggs, fruit, and vegetables are also climbing. A severe drought has damaged farms across most of California, and experts say prices could rise even more. A Macon County man will spend 20 years in prison for murder. 22-year-old Eric Cunningham pleaded guilty to first-degree murder of Devin Kirk and felony weapon charges this morning, each sentence earning him 10 years in prison. Officials say on April 30th, 2011, police responded to the South Alley of 900 Westview in Decatur, where they found 18-year-old Kirk with gunshot wounds to his neck and back. If Cunningham serves his full sentence, he'll be on 2 years supervised release starting in 2031. And a decision on a new ordinance concerning synthetic drugs is on tonight's Mattoon City Council agenda. The council will vote on an ordinance which imposes fines for synthetic marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and related items. The current ordinance has a broader definition of the substances, and the new rule being voted on tonight is an updated version that would be easier for authorities to enforce. Tonight's meeting starts at 6:30. Well, Illinois had a cool start to the day, and it really did not feel like April.
It sure didn't, especially after a night of snow. Skywatch forecaster Jessica Dixon will return next to let us know when that warmer weather returns. Stay with us.
The death toll from a massive landslide in Washington state is now up to 37. The Snohomish County Medical Examiner's Office says it has identified 36 of the victims. Search crews have been digging through deep mud and debris looking for those still missing more than 3 weeks after the landslide. President Obama plans to survey the damage on April 22nd, the 1-month anniversary of the landslide. Well, not 7, not 8, but it took 9 innings to decide the first game of a doubleheader for the Indiana State softball team. Find out if the Sycamores came out on top.
But first, Eastern Illinois baseball squares off with the Sycamores in an interstate showdown.
Finally, on this Tuesday, TV could play a role in making babies and toddlers more fussy. That's according to a new study in the Journal of Pediatrics. It found that fussy children were exposed to 9 minutes more of various media per day than other calmer kids. Researchers say too much screen time is associated with problems like language and learning delays and ADHD. They also say during these first years, children learn best by interacting with people and not screens. Well, Jess, I have to admit, I'm a little fussy about these temperatures. It's a little too cold. I want the warm to come back.
You were a little fussy about the wind earlier, too, weren't you?
Yeah, that too.
Well, the wind's not going to die down, unfortunately. We're going to see those stronger winds for the day on Wednesday, but those temperatures are actually going to rise up into the mid-50s under mostly sunny skies, so it will look like a nice day outside. Still a little bit on the chilly side. Thursday, though, our temperatures will rise back into the 60s, so if you're hoping for warmer conditions, Thursday is definitely going to be your day. Overnight Thursday, though, we do see a slight chance for rain. heading into the morning time on Friday as well. Temperatures will drop back down to around 60 degrees for Friday, but Saturday it looks to be mostly sunny. Temperatures back in the mid-60s.
Well, for more news and weather, be sure to log on to our website at weiu.net.
There you'll find real-time forecasts and the news video of the day.
And if news is happening in your community, let us know by dropping us an email at news@weiu.net.
Have a good night and join us again tomorrow here on the area's only local newscast on PBS.